Hi everybody, it's June Angel Pews here again. I promised you I'd come back today. I haven't come across a solution that I left you with, well, the fact that I'd got a sort of a little problem. My giveaway challenge ended last night when I did the draw. Hope you've seen the video by now, and I hope you know that Johnny, the gorgeous, so kind and sweet Johnny, Tabasco 14, won the international draw. So her prize has gone off today, and I know she's delighted. She's been in contact, so isn't that wonderful? But I've got the problem then of still having this huge box and a half of goodies that I can only send within the UK because it's so large and so heavy. Not sure what I'm going to do yet because there, to be honest, so few UK subbies, and certainly UK subbies that took part in this giveaway are certainly single figures. So I'm going to take some advice, and I haven't had a chance to do that yet, from my Skype sisters. They've all been on YouTube a lot longer than me. They're all expert anyway in their own fields in business, so I'm going to ask them what shall I do. Oh, excuse me, it's my television I've just popped back on. Okay, so that's that. So I've come to you today with this swap. It's just amazing. Let me first show you that I've, you know, since we did the avocado dyeing, well, certainly I know Virginia. Hi Virginia. Virginia, and I can't think of the numbers after her name. 194, no, it's gone. I know she's done some more videoing with different, dyeing with different things. So pop along to her channel and go and see what she's done. But I was eating the other day. I mean, I've tried many a thing that I've prepared or eaten or anything like that, and with not much success. Now, yesterday I was eating, day before yesterday. That's the, I mean, this has been boiled and dried again. We call them flocks over here, and that's PHLOX, I think. And they're like a little hard, they look like those miniature oranges in the centre. And they're absolutely gorgeous, they really are. I'm going to press this leaf. Isn't that fabulous? Look at the veining. I hadn't noticed this, you know. I'm not chucking these out. So they've had a few uses already. Definitely going to press these for use in my journals, etc. Brilliant. So anyway, as soon as I'd eaten them, I was left with all these. And I thought, well, they're too pretty to just chuck away. I wonder if they'll give any colour. Well, they didn't give a lot, but they gave some. So I put the bits and bobs. What's the matter with this blooming strap getting in my way? If I had it on my hand, it might help. I'm sorry about this. Okay. Some of the laces didn't move much at all. And even when I did the other dyeing, which I'm going to tell you about, and that were these, this was those they're obviously pure man-made. There's not one bit of natural fibre in there, and they barely took. I mean, I don't know what you can see through your screens, but here you can. It's barely took because they were a nice beige colour. But the other colours, the other laces, sorry, went beautiful colours. I mean, that is man-made, mind you. That's ribbon, you know, that sort of ribbon. And it's gone a sort of avocado skin colour before we dye with it. Or a lime green. And then And that one, that's a hand crocheted bit. That one. That one, the lace didn't turn much of a colour, but the bit of fabric that I cut it off turned quite well. This turned well. I think this is a Lily lace. Hi Lily. I'm sure it's one of hers. I've done this one now in all the colours, I think. So that turned out beautifully, I think. If you're into these colours, I don't know. That's a bit of crocheting that went a little, but not a lot. But see how it must have been leaning up against one of the leaves there. It's not going to focus, is it? It's funny how sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. So there's all different ones. So it was a good experiment. So, you know, why don't you try it? Anything. I think Virginia did red cabbage, I believe, and a couple of other things she did. I tried fern. I've got a natural fern in the little tiny bit of a garden. Well, you can't call it a garden. It's a drying area. And according to the books, that's supposed to be a gorgeous colour, but it did nothing at all. So I need a mordant. A mordant is, I think I'm right here, because my brain doesn't retain information much these days, but I think a mordant is like something that coats the fibres enough to absorb the dyes. Do you know what I mean? You know how we put gesso on something to get a good finish with our paint and various surfaces? That's the same thing with the laces, etc., fabrics. So that's those. And then the next one I did, clearing out my food cupboard the other day, same day, and I came across a 2-year out-of-date container of saffron. You know, the beautiful crocus stamen that I used to use in baking. Not that I do much these days, but... And I thought, well, I can't eat it, obviously, can't use it in cooking, but I didn't want to throw it away, so boiled up my dyeing pot, put in the saffron, the whole lot, and threw in some fabrics. There's Lily's lace again, look. Okay, and it's a bit of crocheting. Haven't they turned out beautifully? I mean, the gorgeous yellow. They look a bit green here, actually, looking through my camera. But really, they're beautiful, bright yellow. The sort of yellow I would use at Easter time in my projects. So, there you go. So you see, you're just experimenting. And I'm sure I'll use all these little bits and pieces in time with projects. Or I'll send some over to you when I send out bits and pieces to you. Okay, so we're going to come on now to Jeanette's swap. Now, when I was opening this, because it's a week or so ago now, as I was opening them, I was absolutely in awe. And you know, you ladies must know this, perhaps have these feelings. I hope I'm not on my own. But I felt so inadequate. I was thinking what I've sent off to Jeanette, I don't think she would have got it yet in Australia. Jeanette is Happy Scrapping XO. Scrapping Happy Scrapping. And so that she's in Australia, and as I say, I don't think she will have got it yet. Now, I thought all mine was okay until I saw Jeanette's. I thought, oh, these are amazing. Mine are nothing like this, and I didn't do this, and I didn't do that. So I'm just hoping, Jeanette, you do like mine, because these are just stunning. Stunning. This was the swap that Virginia, again, organised, and it was for embellishments to do with the times of the year or holidays, was it? Yes, spring, summer, fall, autumn in our case, and winter. And I asked Jeanette if she would do the English autumn. Well, my goodness, hasn't she caught the colours? Sorry about that glare. Just look at this card. I mean, she's chosen every image and every piece she's put on there. I don't know whether she's dyed these laces, but everything is just spot on. And this is just the card. Isn't it stunning? The paper, the card. And every bit finished, you know, along the edges. Oh, stunning. So that's that. The next thing I opened was the box. Obviously she's covered a box with this beautiful paper, and you see how she's put on there what items are inside. I didn't do that. Sorry. So you're going to have to guess what mine things are. You see what I mean about feeling inadequate? So, you know, obviously the bottle and the spoon are in there, which I'll show you in a minute. But isn't that stunning? Little pieces of tulle, look. Oh, I think it's gorgeous. Now, I know Jeanette showed you her video, so I won't go too much into things because you've seen it all before. Oh, that's it. Didn't know whether I was going to get that open with one hand. So here's the box. And see how it's straw, the lace, and that's sort of what is holding and taking care of these gorgeous things in here. This is the bottle, and again I know she's shown you this and told you how she did it with the beads inside and the key, the lace. Isn't it gorgeous? She's used fibres and string and twine and all sorts throughout this swap. This is the spoon. Again, I know she's shown you this, so I won't carry on too much. But if you could have heard me, honestly, when I was opening it, oh, isn't that gorgeous? Da-di-da-di-da. They're just gorgeous. The time she must have taken for these, unbelievable, in making them. There's a beautiful bag, look, with altered frame, the lace, and she's just finished every single piece off beautifully. And I know you've seen this again, because I saw it myself. Oh, sorry about that, Claire. So I know she's explained exactly, oops, sorry, what was on there. And if I had to sit and tell you everything that's on there, I'd be here all night. I am absolutely delighted. I can't think of the artist's name, and I've got enough books on him. I can't remember, but I know this picture so well. Those little girls are gorgeous. You see her. She's amazing. Thank you so much, Jeanette. I am so thrilled with everything that you've sent me. Okay, let's go a little bit quicker, shall we? Because I've been here 15 minutes already. This is the stick pin. There was a little... Because all these, by the way, were in white. They weren't quite glassine and they weren't quite white paper. I don't know what they are. I'll have to ask Jeanette that. So these were actually on the outside of those bags. And of course I've took them all out, and I will keep these, of course. And this is the stick pin. Oh, don't want to do that. It's the rose, and look at that. Fabulous. I love it. And this paper again. Look, she's sewn every piece onto the backing paper. Her attention to detail is second to none. It really is. I am gobsmacked. What's that? Stick pin there. Paper doily. There's that, you see? And this is paper doily. Isn't it all gorgeous? See what I mean about twine? There's glitter there. There's every texture and colour and shade and hue that you can never imagine. Look, we've got metal there. Look at this. That's the back. For goodness sake. Isn't it gorgeous? That's that. This is a holiday shape. Put that there. So she's used the maple leaf and those gorgeous filigree type. That it's not netting, is it? It's not burlap either, but it's gorgeous, whatever it is. It's got a glitter in it. Then there's the glitter on the edges of the leaves. Thank you so much, Jeanette. I love them. I really do. Every bit. This is the altered key. There again is the label that was on the end of the bag, on the outside of the bag. This is the key. She's done so much to it, it's wonderful. There's a key on a key. You see the darker key there, and then that one. Can you see? Isn't it fabulous? Absolutely fabulous. Oh, since I opened them, I have picked them up. They've been up on my table over there. And I've picked them up and I've touched them and opened them and closed them and opened them up and closed them down and done all sorts. This is a flower. I had to do 15 embellishments, and I was telling Jeanette on my card to her how and I know Janet, hi Janet, did the same with her, so I'm not completely on my own there. I mixed up, we did 2 swaps in actual fact, and I mixed up what I'd got to do the first time with the second, this embellishment swap, and vice versa. So she's getting a real mixture. I don't know, what am I like? Look at this flower, a gorgeous centre. She's put a metal piece in the middle and she's stitched on all these dozens of little tiny beads, seed beads. There's the crochet, there's fabric, there's metal. Again, there's everything you could ever think of. Jeanette, you are honestly a fantastic artist. You really are. And a true artist is so pleased to share everything. And we all know, don't we, by her tutorials that she does, she shares her talent with us. And you know, we should be so grateful, shouldn't we? Because I've just booked, oh, it reminds me, I've just booked, no, I haven't booked it yet, but I'm going to. I've just booked some workshops in Jersey, where I go most years to do workshops, and I want to book a workshop in the UK with Craft. Remember the site I told you about, the UK site, where I got all those beautiful papers? They do workshops as well, can you believe? And there's one not far away from me, so I'm going to ask my daughter-in-law if she'll take me. And what I was going to say was the workshops that I know, I mean, I've done lots and lots over the years, they cost such a lot of money. And if the tutor brings along materials, you have to pay extra for the materials. You have to often take your own sewing machine if it's a sewing project, your own soldering iron, things like that, you know. And we get all this free. You know, we get these tutorials. I mean, you know, that I can't think of names at the moment, but there's people on the tube that do 40 and 50-minute videos of workshops that last sort of 7 days. How much would you be paying those people to do that in real life, as I call it? So we're so blessed, we really are, absolutely. This is the dangle, and you know how I love dangles. Oh my goodness. It's a dangle charm. Let me just move those out of the way just a little bit so we can concentrate. I have never seen as many charms and beautifully placed. Again, I know you've seen these, so I won't, you know, sort of sit and describe them all, but they're just amazing. Look at that tree. Oh, I love it. I love it. And these look like berries and fruit, don't they? And leaves, and that's the... And even the laces, look, she's coordinated the colours of the laces. Oh, I think she's amazing. I'm so blessed to have pieces of